Welcome everyone to the new UI on rFactor 2 and the competition system, which we're going to have a look into right now. First of all, Merry Christmas to all of you and thanks for watching this video. As I've already mentioned, rFactor 2 brought out their new UI, which is now being the default user interface to be used on the rFactor 2 simulation as per default. That means that little things change, some settings, move to other areas and stuff. So we're gonna have a quick look into it. Mainly, there is the news feed, then your race feed, where you go into either multiplayer, single player, competition. That's what we're gonna do in a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna quickly just show you what it is now. So to go for a different car, you need to click the car, and then you can either choose from a list or you can choose from a pattern here. Here I'm in the F-60 though, so I just need to go different cars. So there is a different list of cars that you got installed, or you can also choose from the slider. So it's the very same thing, just that on the top of it, the pictures look different. It's just about layout, basically. Same goes for the tracks. Um, I only can you guys encourage to have a look into it, how it works, because rFactor 2 is obviously trying to fix it, is obviously trying to make it better, make it look good, make it work, make it be more, more easy to access. I gotta say, the current user experience is probably not the best. However, what they've also done is they included their community spot in here, and that means you guys can access the forum out of the game, which is really, really nice, I gotta say. And one thing I'm gonna do now, and I also hope that you guys are doing this. There is a thread called new UI wishlist, and please also do this for any other functionality that you find being kind of faulty on rFactor 2 right now. Because what rFactor 2 right now needs is no bashing, is no criticism, is no yawning and moaning that things are bad or things are worse or whatever. They need that in a specific way, which will be the constructive way. So what I just found out is on the new UI, the session settings, like fuel consumption and tire consumption, are not applied to the testing session. Like if you had fuel usage off, you will be stuck on fuel usage off right now, despite consumption should be on. Same for the tires. That is what I just found out while testing for the little competition race that's coming up now. Please check this. Thank you. Post reply. That is in the forum now. Guys from Studio 397 will have the possibility to check this. And now we're going to look into the new feature, which will be the competition area. So rFactor 2 have announced to run the Tatuus Winter Series. I already signed up for the series as well. So at the bottom, you can't see this right now, but at the bottom there is the Tatuus Winter Series. Let me see if I can. There you go. On the bottom you see the Tatuus Winter Series, where you click on it. Here would be the button to sign up. Then you see the rules, you see the code of conduct, and on a summary note you can see all the competition that's going on. So now we have a race at 1200, which is in 4 minutes, and we can register on it, and that's what I'm going to do now. So now we come into the race briefing, and you have registered for the session. Once you're on the server, there will be a short practice session before the actual race session starts. After the session is over, you will be automatically removed from the session. The session will then start loading automatically once the countdown reaches 0 and the session starts. So we're gonna have a 20-minute race around the Portland circuit, and guys, I gotta say it is the first time ever I'm gonna look into this, so we'll be interested to see how things are working indeed. And yeah, there's nothing more to add at this stage, rather than just I hope things will be interesting. Now, the system has been up yesterday already, but was a bit faulty, so it got taken down, a little bit reworked on it, and now it's up there again. And now we're going to see how this works in 3 minutes time. What I can already tell you as of right now, this is a beta version of the competition system. So it's by all means it's not final at all. So please do not compare it to established competition systems like an ACC, Race Room, and iRacing. You may compare them from the key functionality and give the feedback to rFactor 2 guys via the forum as we just did. So that will be greatly appreciated and surely will help to improve the overall system, the overall competition way in rFactor 2. However, at this stage, you will have a lot of bugs. You will have a lot of issues, I want to say. And please, as I said, do not go and bash the guys because yes, they have been saying it for months, for years, that there is a competition system coming. Now it's kind of there. We have a beta version ready at least. Let me grab my coffee real quick. But as you've seen, there is a lot of issues on it still. Which means also we're now going to be in a race. We haven't done any qualifying. I don't think there will be a qualifying, according to Marcel Offermans. So it's basically just a race, and they will receive data from that and put that into their competition system and try to further develop the system as a whole, which I'm looking forward to, and hence why I'm doing some competition races. You've seen the season, the FT-60 Pro season containing of 7 races. We're going to be at Botnaring, Silverstone, Portland, all for 3 days. So from now till the 26th, we will be at Portland. Then I think from 27th to 29th at Silverstone. So every 3 days the track changes. 7 races overall, and that's going to be a full season, and it's going to be finished by I think 14th or 16th. I think 16th of January 2021, and they are now then taking the data, evaluate it, and probably improve the system. They are actually improving the system on the fly. So they encountered some issues last night, took it down, did some rework on it, put it out again, and I'm pretty sure while we're on the fly, they are going to add the as you can see, the like here's a qualifying, then there's a race, there's another race. There will be qualifying sessions and race sessions separated from each other. On more info, you also find the schedules and stuff. So we're gonna have a look at this later on, but now I'm going to join this session. So session joining in 000. I would expect now a race button or something to come up, or the game to load into it. Potentially. A session will start loading automatically once the countdown reaches 0 and the session starts. Let's see. For now, sadly, nothing happens to me. Well, that it was. join. You have joined the session, starting to load the track. I could... So this will be interesting to see how this works in join getting details. So now we're going actually into the system itself, and I will be interested to see how this really works. And how fluent we will get into the racing session. As I said, there is a lot of feedback that should be done. There you go. So now loading into the track. And since there was no qualifying, since there is just a little free practice session, you will basically just have a random grid and off you go. So we're gonna feature a 20-minute race then. Let's see what happens here. I do not like that gray screen because usually that means for me it crashed. Please, rFactor 2, don't die. So you see, there is issues, and you know I could be sitting here bashing the guys now that stuff doesn't work, but actually it does. Actually it does load. So with everything being so new, the new UI kind of crashing in between, everything is so weird and so new, and so you're out of experience, you know, that things are just so different. So one really needs to refresh its mind. So now we have a session going. We're gonna load a set. That's already default fuel. Then we're gonna do some practice. We got 45 minutes left anyway. 20 people on the grid it can manage. Only 16 have connected yet. So this is just like iRacing, where you're gonna be put into your weekend session and off you go. And now we see how this works for us. What I'm definitely gonna do is put a quick start. And then we have 10 more seconds. And then see what the system does. The summary watch, I think the session should move into the race hashtag soon. There is a lot of people though. I know that Remco Major has also subscribed to the race and he's not in here. So I expect at least 2 or 3 different splits. So with P7, that will be our starting position. And I'm just gonna put myself on the grid. So someone is still pending an open session, which is kind of bad, I want to say, because, yeah. Session has already started, so the joining progress did take too long. Nice start into the race. So let's see. 20 minutes of survival. But I'm actually amazed the race is actually going. That's goody. That's a success.
The lap was a 1:13.08.
So the Tatuus FT-60, we may have a little advantage here since we raced the car just 2 weeks ago. So we know how it behaves. Oh, looks like a comfortable gap there already.
That was a 1:06.11.
And if you guys ever got some questions about this competition system, make sure to just put them down in the comments area below the video. Since this is not a live stream but a recorded video, obviously I can't answer them all right now because I don't know them yet. But yes, as you've seen, we've been put random on the grid. Sadly, I think out of the 20 people that were registered for this specific split, they were not they did not load up in time, which is a shame. Well, that's certainly something that would need to be fixed.
The lap
Can
was
always
a
be fixed, from my point of view, by
1:06.10.
creating a longer practice lobby. But as we say, or as I already mentioned, rFactor 2 just released the first beta edition of this competition system, and after they had trouble with it last night and now resetting it, I would consider it being a success that we're racing here right now. The penalty system, the game takes out or carries out the key elements, so track extends, cuts, stuff like that has all been monitored by the game. There will be a protest system as well, and there will be race stewards from Studio 397 having a look at special requests from people driving, since obviously not a robot or whatever bot or machine is good enough
That lap
for
was a
for judging yes/no things like have you left the
1:0.69.
track and gained an advantage or not. But a machine, as we've seen on iRacing, is not able to judge who's at fault for an incident. Hence, where the iRacing system lacks a lot. Just handing out 4x and off you go. So penalties probably will be applied by an rFactor 2 race steward in the future. That is a feature that is planned to the system, as been seen in the announcement chat. Oh, driving is bad, Mitch. Come on. And we have a lot of different features. There will be roles assigned for team managers and race engineers to sit on the race server, watch the race, and coach the guys through there. That is something I, particularly as a race, as a team manager and engineer, or in multiple race, not multiple, an endurance race.
That lap was a
I'm gonna look forward to this feature.
1:06.76.
And I'm kind of excited, you know, this to see the competition system out now and doing the first bits and pieces with it is just awesome. We'll be interested to see whether there is a direct result sheet after the race. And so I am learning a lot of things now on rFactor 2. Remember, I got over 3,000 playing hours on this simulation, but with the new UI being out and being forced active for the time being, it is a new way for me to learn as well. So I'm kind of forced to learn and make new experiences. As I said, usually earlier on, if the game was not kind of reacting with that grey screen we had before coming into the server,
That was a
I would have probably
1:05.61.
already fired up the task manager and killed the rFactor 2 extra. Because I thought the game has crashed. And apparently I was also lucky to make it in time. Like, there was a 5-minute warm-up session, but it took me up 4 minutes to load into it, and I got a quite fast PC. So that is something. The matchmaking needs to be improved in the background, I'd say. Obviously I don't know entirely how this really works. Need to talk to Studio 397 guys to get some lesson on it. But yeah, as I mentioned, guys, if you have any questions towards it, put them down in the comments area of this video below. I'm gonna have a look at it
Was a
and try answering it.
1:05.71.
Probably need to start lapping in a view.
That was a 1:05.61.
Thank you.
That was a
10 minutes remaining.
1:06.27.
Which is roughly 9 laps to go then. Kind of happy we didn't race the car here. Not allowed to die. It's easy to die here on this track, to be honest.
That was a 1:06.03.
But I honestly believe that this rFactor 2 competition system will be a game changer for rFactor 2 and Studio 397. It will boost and support the community that it's lacking. I mean, there is a core of hardcore users, I'd say. I would count myself towards them, like every competition guy, but rFactor 2 got so much more to deliver and so much more to offer than just die-hard competition.
That lap was a
with it.
1:05.39.
And it deserves to be used more frequently by the entire world. So I really expect that this competition system, once out and properly functioning, will be a huge game changer to their business. That's what I really hope for. And therefore also they released a new Endurance Bundle 2, Ligier JS 217, Cadillac DPI, and the Corvette C8R GTE car. We're going to have a public release party with this today.
That lap was a
You guys may want to
1:06.56.
check these cars out. I'm gonna do it as a whole stream and then afterwards upload like a 30 to 40 minute section with every car being tested solidly. Like, they're all going to be tested in that one stream, but I'm just gonna rip the stream in 3 or 4 parts. Scared myself there a lot.
That was a 1:07.58.
And another one did. 5 minutes remaining. So 4 more laps after this one. Oh, guys. So that is a cut track. And that is a major F. Well, I basically just got scared by them. Ay, 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 ay. And also the curbs are not really likewise for the car. Dude. Now that is my front wing gone now. Oh, this is a proper challenge now. Stay ahead of the car behind with 9 seconds of gap. But that guy, you know, and that is what the competition system also needs to kind of fiddle with. That one guy just kind of refused to let me go. Well, still 3 laps after this.
That was a 1:20.97.
Tell ya, it's gonna be fun till the end. Shit. No. Yeah, gonna lose the race here. F. Yeah, 2 more laps still.
That was a 1:11.55.
Oh, dude, really? You know, a backmarker fighting me. I cannot believe it. Yeah, thanks to my stupidity.
The lap was a
Mistake.
1:09.13.
Lars Lappy. Oh, just barely made it there. FFS. Without the front wing. So you guys are unexpected entertainments. Yeah, but that is the thing. Some people were talking about driving standards. This one was quite interesting, to say the least. Yes, I'm not really happy with some guys have dealt with this blue flags stuff. So we got congratulations of Eric. Yeah, not a shiny win at all. But we're here for testing things, so we're also interested now in seeing how the system will rank this win and how it will get us into the competition with the other guys. Oops, thought there was a service road. And then we will see how this works, because now I think if I remember correctly, I sort of need to stay in the session and not leave it, because we then will be automatically brought out to the event info itself. And you know, I kind of like this, just going through the things. You have a history of where people were beforehand and all that stuff. I do like this. That looks nice indeed. And you can have a look at the sectors. All of them sectors. What's the difference between standing sectors? Then you see sector times, event info. There's the weather, the track map and stuff. And now let's see if I can make this a full screen somehow. Not yet. Yeah, we're gonna just stay in here and see what happens now. Let me see. Race control, probably here would be a list of all penalties. That's what I would just imagine. So now I think the game shuts down itself. No! Why? What the fuck? Error fetching CS user with Steam. So we'll see. I have Remco Major also in the race, so I'm just gonna check up with what he's seeing on his screen. Because now I would actually expect that could be a server thing. Remco got the same. Race in progress. Well, I don't know what this looks like. Let's have a look at the standings. They should probably update at some point. Arrow fetching competition standings. So the servers are probably still loading it. Next qualifying for the session is 1630, then 1700 race 4. I may gonna do this as a live then. And now we just look at it. So I was saying about the schedule, Portland and Sanford and Silverstone, and Lime Rock Park, then Loch Drummond, Morris and Botnaring. That's gonna be the series. You have the next sessions up ahead. So I think every 5 hours there's a race. Not sure why it's every 10 hours there is a qualifying. That is probably wrong. But and also signed up for the car already, so can't sign up any further. But if you want to get in there, you need to use that sign up thing. And yeah, for right now, I think session is live. Yeah, we can't see the standings yet. As soon as I do see the standings, well, maybe if I do this live stream, then there is a standing thing coming up. But that is the new UI, that is the new competition system here on rFactor 2. I can only really encourage you guys to use it, because it will need proper usage. And as you can see, competition system is offline right now, so it looks like there was a issue, or there was a competition system killed. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. And if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, any feedback, anything you want to say on it, just put it down in the comments area below, and I will have a look at it. I will answer it. I will answer your question, give my thoughts as well if you're interested in those. And then we see each other for the next time on rFactor 2. If you do appreciate the video, please give this a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Guys, see you then next time. Goodbye.